This video is for anybody who has an Amazon Associates account, who's in the Amazon Influencer Program. I'm pretty much gonna show you one thing that you should never do, or else you could get your account shut down. That's what happened to me. I just pretty much don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I did. I got accepted into the Amazon program last year around February, and the first month it wasn't all that good, but then towards, I'm gonna say probably the second month I did pretty well, and every month after that my profits pretty much just went up until eventually I stagnated at a certain point, and then it would just fluctuate. But overall I did pretty good. I did a whole lot better than I thought I was gonna do. It made me a whole lot more money than I thought it was gonna make me, and ultimately I took all of those profits, I put it into the stock market, and coupled with the fact that around the end of last year, I think it was midway towards the midpoint of last year, the stock market actually started recovering. So I was making this money from Amazon, it was going into the market was recovering, so my profits were just pretty much catapulted, probably amplified by, I don't know, like another 20-25%. And this year I ended up cashing out on all those stocks, which was essentially profits from Amazon, and I used it to buy my next property, which pushed the value of my portfolio over $1 million. So Amazon money went into stock market recovered, made more money. That money was taken out to buy real estate. It's pretty much what I'm trying to explain. Now, the problem that I had last year, I bought a property towards the end of 2022, and Hurricane Ian came around, hit Florida, destroyed the house. Insurance would not take the claim, and I was pretty much left holding the bag on trying to fix the property. So while I was trying to fix the property with my own money, I was also trying not to use that extra money that was coming from Amazon for anything except just to put it into the market. That was essentially my savings, how I was looking at it. Because ultimately for me, I always want to make sure that I'm constantly investing. And when that happened, I was thinking, okay, now I have no way to invest. But once that whole Amazon thing started taking off a lot better than what I thought it was gonna do, I was like, okay, now I can take this money and I can use that to invest. And that pretty much kind of balanced everything out. And after I'm still not done with the whole house problem, but I fixed a lot of the problems up. The house had a whole lot of issues. I fixed a good chunk of them. I'm gonna say I'm probably 85 to 90% done with the house. But that whole Amazon thing, what I'm trying to get to is that it was my savior. Now, where I'm at today is I woke up randomly one day over, I think it was last week. Yeah. Last week I woke up randomly one day and I got an email that my Amazon account was going to be closed, right? So after going back and forth and trying to figure out what happened, I realized Amazon has this thing with the influencer program and their entire associates account that once you register, you have to use a social media account, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. I think those are the three options that you get. You might get TikTok, I'm not sure because I don't have TikTok. Now, I used Instagram. I periodically change my username just because that's just something that I do. Now, I've changed my username a few times and nothing has ever happened on Instagram. And I think one day I was scrolling around and I noticed that there's a little URL thing that's tied to your storefront. So I changed it. And again, this was probably about maybe a month or two after I had changed my username and I had done that. Now fast forward to a year later, I changed my username again because I hadn't been on Instagram for a while. I changed the username, but I never upgraded or updated the URL. Now what ended up happening was, apparently what Amazon said, is that they couldn't find the URL that was linked to my account. So the way they sent the email to me was my influencer application had been denied, which is weird because you had already approved me over a month and a half ago, more than a month and a half ago, like a month and 3/4 ago. And I reached out to them saying, hey, you rejected this application has already been approved, how are you rejecting the application? They said they couldn't find the URL, that's the reason why it was deleted. Now, I'm trying to explain the whole issue to them, but it takes them about a whole day to get back to me, sometimes 2 days, and I'm really not getting anywhere with it. So actively right now, I'm trying to see if I can get the account back. I already know I can't get the account back. So I instantly went ahead and created a new account, and when I opened it on my old content was pretty much on that new account. So I'm not so much, I know I can't get the new account open, and I don't care about getting the new account open. The only thing that I care about is that those videos are now rolled over to this new account, and that those statistics and I just want that content to still be favorable in the algorithm, because there was a few products in there that were making me a decent amount of money. A huge chunk of my money were pretty much coming from the same products, and my whole fear is that now that I had to create a whole new account, yeah, I still have my videos, but nobody's watching them, so I'm not getting paid, and that's where I think this is going. So I've been waiting a day. I created the account, waited a day, waited a couple days to see if the statistics would update. I've been going back and forth with the whole team. By the way, their customer service sucks. So if they do anything to you where you feel like you've been screwed over, just know that that's it. You've been screwed over. You're pretty much gonna have to start from the beginning, because I'm not having any luck, and I know I'm not gonna have any luck. I'm pretty much just seeing if I annoy them enough, if maybe they'll do something. So now, once you create the new account, I've noticed that I have to add 3 new videos, and they have to be approved. So I just did that, and by the time they approved it, it was already late at night. So when I woke up the next morning, there were still no statistics. So I'm assuming today, hopefully, if the account has been approved, today's statistics should be visible tomorrow morning when I wake up. I hope that it is, because otherwise that means that they have my videos and I'm not making any money from it. Now, the other thing that I did while my account was still not active because I hadn't been approved with the 3 videos, I was trying to go into the products and download the videos into my computer. Apparently Amazon has something in there, just like YouTube, where the video downloader that I use won't let me download the videos from Amazon, even though they literally let me download from any platform except YouTube and Amazon. So that's weird, because YouTube did something to where now I can't download their videos. So that really sucks. Google's got their whole corporate fist in there. And now apparently Amazon does as well. So I can't use my video downloader for that stuff. So that kind of sucks. Now, the other thing was, when I clicked on the products and I try to look at the videos, I noticed that Amazon just keeps the video even though it's still linked to my old account. So even though my old account does not exist, those videos are still trying to link me to my old account, which pretty much tells me that, let's say they close your account and you call it quits, they still have the right to your video. And I'm pretty sure I read something about that in the agreement, and I didn't really think it was gonna matter until this just happened, where it's now you have all my videos, you have all my content, you have all my pictures, you have everything, and you have it on your platform, but now I'm not really getting paid for it. I pretty much I make stuff for you, and now all that content is all Amazon's. So yeah, if you guys end up making the mistake that I made, I don't really know how long it takes them to actually check what's going on with your account. But if you do end up changing your username or anything like that on your social media, just make sure you go over to Amazon and update your URL. Now, Amazon is structured, when you go to your URL on your storefront, it's amazon.com/shop/ whatever your username is for your social media. That's pretty much how you get to your storefront. If you ever end up changing your username on your handle or whatever it is on your social media, just make sure that you go straight to Amazon and update that same day. You might get away with it for a week, you might get away with it for a month, but at some point they are gonna come for you and they're gonna shut your account down, and then you're gonna find yourself in my situation. And if you're making hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars, that's gonna cost you. You're gonna have a very bad day, because I've been having a very bad week. So that's my mistake. Please, if you're in the program, make sure you avoid that at all costs.